George Petit.
I'm Wade MacNeil. You're watching Moshcam.
Oh,
there was water in it.
Yeah, we have loads of them, you know? Like,
Yeah, I think the first time we came here, we didn't really know what to expect, you know? You go to a place that's very far away, and you don't know what the shows are going to be like. And we came over here, and the shows were absolutely crazy, you know, the first time. And it wasn't like, you know, we toured Canada, and we toured the States really hard before anybody knew, you know, and before anybody came out. And so to come halfway across the world and have people reacting to your music like that, you know, something that sticks with you. I definitely remember we played, the first show of the tour was in Adelaide at the Enigma Bar, which is a bar, you know, not much bigger than this room we're doing the interview in. And people started going off right away, and they ripped the air conditioner out of the ceiling. And I definitely remember that fondly.
Yeah. We stopped and remember stopping and yelling at people and stuff like that. No, it was really like, I don't know, it was a wild show.
Berating the audience, but secretly being stoked
secretly
they were destroying the place.
This is crazy.
Someone tell me I survived. Don't look so surprised. I'm on just for the night. Rough hands.
It feels good, yeah, it feels really good, you know? I mean, like, I think it was important for all of us to do this and get, like, you know, appropriate closure on the band. I mean, when we kind of ended, we'd done about 3 tours with, like, you know, this kind of looming, you know,
What's gonna happen?
Cloud, what's gonna happen, you know, hanging over us. And doing this now has been great. You know, we get together and we hang out, all the pressure's off. I mean, we fell right back into all the old roles that we were in, you know, all the, you know, we just, you know, it's a lot of joking around and having a good time. Get a little soupy once in a while with one another.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bit bittersweet, you know, to be. It's great, and it's a celebration of what we've managed to do over the years. But you know, I think you know, you kind of realize what's going on every once in a while. Yeah, it kind of takes me by surprise. Like, I'm not. George and I aren't sitting around blubbering all day.
No,
but you know what I mean. I think like, but there'll be some times, you know, like when someone will say something while we're playing, and it'll kind of like, you know, get. Love to miss you guys. And yeah, I mean, you know, we've grown up together. You know, we're like brothers, and yeah, it's unbelievable. But it's unbelievable. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, you know what? It's like when you run into your ex somewhere, and it was kind of one of those amicable breakups. You know, it wasn't like, you know, nobody cheated on anybody or anything like that. And you see them, and you're genuinely happy that they're not, you know, fucking like a guy who's doing steroids and drives like a lowered CRX. You know. like you're genuinely happy. You want to know that
you're like, this guy seems nice.
This is a good dude.
You talk about the stuff that you have in common still. You're like, yeah, there's a reason we dated. Yeah. I'm happy you're getting on with things.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like in one sense, I guess.
Lowered CRX.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I think this is what it is. Like, you know, like we called it a farewell tour because it's a farewell tour, and we all have separate things in our lives right now that I think are pulling us in that direction as well. I'm glad we could do this the way it is. At the same time, who knows, like down the road, you know, if this is the last time Alexisonfire will play, that'd be, I mean, like, that's what it is. But I mean, like, you know, it's been a very positive experience hanging out with everyone again. And it's not like
but it's been a positive experience in that we're happy to close this door.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we're like as unbelievable as Brazil was, and every show keeps getting better. But yeah, I don't think any of us are like, we've made a terrible mistake.
Yeah.
We're enjoying it for what it is, and you know, we're proud of what we did over the years, and it's good to end it like this.
Yeah. Wade is playing in the Gallows. Dallas is City in Color. And he's got Bill Withers, drummer. We just found out today.
George and I found out that today.
Yeah, he's got Bill
Mental.
Withers, drummer, is playing drums on his new record, which is pretty mental. Jordo is a part owner of a cigar shop / barber shop in Burlington, Ontario. He's also a spectacular drummer, and I think he's been working on music and doing stuff. But I know that if he wanted to pursue that, he could probably do that.
I think Steele's being professionally good looking.
Yeah,
At
Steele
this
is-
point, yeah, he's lost tons of weight. He looks like what's that guy from Maroon 5's name?
Oh yeah.
Someone Steele got free coffee the other day because the girl
'Cause he
working at
looks like
Starbucks
the
was like,
guy.
"You look like that guy from Maroon 5. Here's some free coffee." So Steele is Adam Levine level of attractiveness. So I'd imagine he doesn't need a job anymore. That'll take care of itself. He'll be some sort of Zoolander type character.
Yeah, and I'm a family man now. And there you have it. So I'm at home with the little guy. I'm looking to spend a little bit, do something that centralizes me a little bit more in Southern Ontario. So I'm not on the road internationally jet setting. Who knows? I mean, we'll probably spend.
Black Lungs is a revolving door, so maybe you'll be back. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I'm sure that we'll, at very least, if we're not jamming, we'll definitely see each other.
I'd rather get chicken wings with you and watch a hockey game.
Yeah,
and
it's
play
like
music. But
the music is a bit
no
of work.
offense.
That's the job. It's the work, right? Yeah, I don't know. To tell you the truth, it'd probably be a lot more fun if we just went and hung
George
out.
is talking about. He's a really big supporter of this this football team called the Ticats, and he was talking today about their colors are yellow and black, and he was talking about going to a Ticats game in corpse paint, black metal corpse paint, but done in the Ticats colors.
Yeah, done in the Ticats.
So I'd definitely be more up for coming down to Hamilton and painting our faces.
Yeah, painting our faces and getting
And
weird
jamming.
at a football game.
As much as that may bum people out.
Yeah.
We can't say no.
I think that's the most important thing, I think what we did over the years deserves a celebration, It deserves an end. Mm-hmm. And we owed it to ourselves to, come out and do this and, end it on a really positive note. And I'm happy we can do it for our fans because they've allowed us to live this incredible life and travel the world and make these records and be able to, live this free artistic life. And so thank you.
Yeah.
Crying sometime. No, I just can't keep from crying sometime.
Yeah, it's difficult to
I'd say
condense 10 years into.
It's weird. I mean, there's definitely some things we had a chance to tour with Hot Water Music and Plays Mistaken for Stars a really long time ago. And I feel like those bands showed us a lot about what it means to be a musician and what it means to be a band. And they're both such phenomenal bands and bands I looked up to, and they're so talented and they were so humble. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I look back to. And it's always those really bad moments, that I look back on with such fondness, staying in that squat in Houston after the show and realizing we'd been put up in a condemned house. And it wasn't the promoter's house at all. It was he dropped us off at some condemned house. It might have been probably the scene of a crime or something, And
The door was wide open when we got there.
Yeah, just
the front door.
those weird situations. And
There was nothing in the fridge, but there was an egg smashed in the pantry, kinda, and then there was everything was kind of dirty.
yeah, the shows where there was
Shit, man, I forgot all about that.
the show in New Mexico when all those those skinheads showed up and
Yeah.
started heckling us.
Mexican skinheads.
There was like 5 people there, and we're just like, it's that stuff that at the time was frightening and new, and it's that stuff I like have the most fondness for, those, because it's those tours that pulled us together and made us the people we are and the band we are. It's and we toured and toured and toured, and so when people started coming, and when we got to come here and people cared, it's like that stuff is what made it worthwhile. And that's the stuff I think I'll probably 20 years from now be laughing about still, is those weird times, like going out in London in like Brixton, and I'm like, I don't know, man, I don't know if we should go out. George be like, what, you want to live forever?
What, do you want to live forever? Let's go find a reggae bar in Brixton.
Just all the stupidest stuff that we somehow lived through that. George and I didn't get, drug stabbed that night, and yeah. It's hard to step outside and see how people view things, and people have been talking to us a lot about like legacy and what the band means to them, and I don't know, I think that's a great thing about music, is everyone has a different way of looking at it. We've just always tried to be a band that's sincere and a band that's honest and like transparent,
like that, Yeah, I hope that people remember us as being genuine people, not ridiculous rock stars and stuff like that, which I'm sure we had our moments, but it was, I hope they just like look back on our catalog of music and our accomplishments and see it as something that was worthwhile and not something that was just kind of like delaying something else from happening.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the one hope for me would be that the records can like stand the test of time a bit, and I think you visit certain records and it reminds you of a certain time in your life, but certain records have a way of like losing it, like when certain records sound a certain way. I think a lot of the records from the 80s kind of get shined over because of the way they sound or something like that, but I hope at least some of our records stand the test of time and people can come back to them and maybe have a little bit of insight into that time and what we were doing and what we were influenced by.
Thank you very much, Cindy.